All right, we got 6 minutes to mastermind about a topic we had. Otherwise, it would be bringing any, I see, breadcrumbs, treasures, anything we've picked up along the way to bring to the table. And let's bring it to the table. Jenna, what'd you have?
So what I was been realizing and reading about as I'm working in reading the book Clearing Emotional Clutter. Is a book I started reading about 3 years ago, and it really helped me a lot. And I was like, okay, get back to the book. Like, the book is good. It helps you work through things. Something I realized is, well, and I've known it, but I just ignored it.
Remembered. Let me just throw that out there.
People always said to me, you carry too many bags for people.
Mhm.
Because I am naturally someone that cares deeply, and like that's just me. And when I was on a walk with my friend Kelly the other day, and somebody was walking by us, and I like hesitated. I wanted to say hi, but I've been intentionally working on not carrying other people's bags. So we were walking, and she's like, nicely done, Jenna. You didn't stop and ask them if they needed help. Like, you didn't stop and like dig. And I was like, oh, I've been working on not carrying everybody else's bags. I was going through my room the other day, and I have bags and bags and bags. Like, I just collect bags and put things in bags because it's a coping mechanism that you get going on stuff, and then you get distracted helping other people, but then you put your own stuff in bags because you're too busy helping other people unpack and carry their bags, when really it's like, hey, could you take your bag back so I can unpack my own shit? Like, so it's been a realization of coping along with patterns, because I also noticed that when I can feel my anxiety building and my depression knocking on that door. If I look around, I have piles and piles of things. Mm-hmm. And I in space, it just takes a long time to get there because I have to dig through so many bags to get there because I'm so busy helping other people. So and I found it interesting because it was the chapter that I started reading in the book talked about that. Or the stuff that we hold on to that we don't need to hold on to. Why do we hold on to any dumb things? Like, if it's not serving us, let go of it.
Because we might use it in a couple of years. We might need it.
Well, scarcity.
Yeah, and Parker talking the other day, and like we both got a little frustrated. And he's like, you know what? It's just not worth it. We're not going to talk about it. It's done with. It's over with. Let's just drop it and unload it. And I was like, oh. And old me would pick and like argue that. But I'm at that point where I'm just like, okay, cool. Let's just leave it. Unload that bag, throw it out, or take that trash bag out. Let it be. Mm-hmm. Why dig through a bag of trash if it's already trash?
Mm-hmm.
Because some people
That's a good visual. I like that.
Some people will purge. They put it in one spot and then they don't get rid of it right away. Like, for instance, folks, they go through things up north and then they have to put them in the car to bring them home. And because my dad lost everything in a house fire when he was a kid, he holds on to everything. So he goes through the bag because he doesn't want to miss out on anything. And he actually said to me, he's like, that's from childhood trauma. It's from a fire that I had. It's in me. I don't childhood to hold on to. My childhood was terrible. And I'm like, wow, it's all coming together. Like, but I think that's important that we remember, if we've put something in the trash or to donate, don't go through it again. Same with your thought. Like, if you've dismissed that thought, don't give it the energy. Let it go.
Yeah. Yep, letting things go, not letting them anchor in. Yeah. So true, so true. I do like that visual. Since I just took out the trash, so let it go.
Yeah, for like, for example, going through but having three small kid or 3 kids that are close in age, right? Like it's constant that I'm releasing clothes that no longer fit, at their ages. It's just constant things that we don't need that anymore. We don't need those baby forks. We don't need those baby spoons, or all of the stuff that comes with what we have been raised to like have all this stuff for our kids. We don't need all of that stuff. They don't need it. We're not using it. I remove it from the house and it goes in my breezeway where that piles up all the stuff to donate, and at least it's out of the house, but I never go back through it. It stays there until it gets moved to donate to someone or a garage sale or whatever is happening with it. But it physically gets removed immediately from the house when I realize like, we don't even use that anymore. It needs to go.
That's something I with Hazel, because we held on to all the baby stuff because originally we wanted to have a second one, and it's like it's almost like a grieving process, but you need to be in the right place to let go of it.
There's an abundance. You can always get more if you have another baby someday. You know where to get it.
Yep. And Hazel actually has working with me, and like I'm like, there's other people that need things, so we can like them. And like when I word it like that versus getting rid of it, because she's a help truly like me, and that's what I have to tell myself too. When I let go of this, somebody else who's really in need can have it. Well, the money of selling it, because I used to, when I was at home, always wanted to make a profit because I wasn't bringing in an income to help with everything. And now it's like, no, I get to help people when I get rid of it.
Well, that sounds like a great place to start. Good conversation this morning, ladies. We'll meet you back here at the top of the hour.
And good.